because of the experience of dictatorship and authoritarian regime for 20 years and what they had suffered through the civil war. They were actually hungry for democracy, hungry for justice and fairness. And that's why Somaliland has achieved now. It all started in early 1981 when in the north they declared a liberation movement called Somaliland, SNM, Somaliland National Movement. In 1982 they started an armed struggle, and the struggle continued till 1988 when the SNM decided to really seize the country, especially the north. That civil war in 1980 was one of the bloodiest civil wars in Africa because Hargeisa has been bombed, and most of the residents of the urban areas in the north flew their homes and they were in refugee camps in Ethiopia. In 1991, when the collapse of the Somali state and the collapse of the government of Siad Barre, the dictator in Mogadishu, SNM has started controlling the north. And by 1991 May, they declared its independence from the rest of Somalia. Most of the years in the civil war, I was in prison with a group of professionals from Hargeisa. We were called the Hargeisa Group. So in 1989, Siad Barre, the dictator in Mogadishu, needed a lot of money badly, and then he decided to release us from prison. But that was after spending 8 years in solitary confinement. We had no idea what happened in Somaliland or in the north at that time. We had no idea that the whole country and the major urban centers have been destroyed, and that all our friends, parents, and relatives were all in refugee camps. We had to join our people in the refugee camps in Ethiopia, and we started a relief organization at that time just to help our people in the refugee camps. That situation, which we have witnessed at that time, gave us the opportunity to even forget about what we came through, because we faced something which were more difficult than what we have come through. They have reached an agreement of coexistence between the clans who are living here in the north, and they have all supported the independence of the Somaliland Republic, which came into existence in 1991. I think since 1991 up to now, and that's 19 years, Somaliland has got all the attributes of a state, of an entity. That means a government, a democratic process, elections, political parties. They have their own army, they have their own currency. This presidential election, the people who turned out for voting was tremendous number, beyond our expectation. That has shown the political maturity, and also has shown that the people's awareness about the importance of casting their vote. If people feel the power of inducing change through their vote, every politician then will feel that unless he's accountable and transparent to the people, he can't just remain in power. I think the international community waited too long for the South to have their own government, viable government, so that they can talk to Somaliland and agree or disagree in a union or in separation. I think it's about time that the international community realized that Somaliland cannot wait any longer. It's amazing to support a government in the South Somalia, in Mogadishu, which even doesn't rule more than 2, 3 streets in Mogadishu, and ignore completely a country like Somaliland where the administration really is responsible for the whole of Somaliland. Somaliland cannot cope with issues like dealing with infrastructure, dealing with tackling poverty, if they don't get support coming from the international community. Recognition will also facilitate the possibility of investment, with the exception of the diaspora who come here to invest. They don't get, big companies or enterprise which will come here and invest in Somaliland. Somaliland, like any other African country, has got resources, whether it's mineral resources or one of the longest sea coasts. And these are all resources which could be tapped if Somaliland could get the support. And all those could be facilitated by international recognition as a state.